All right, guys, we want to cover the zone scheme. You know, we talked a little bit today about the numbering system, okay? So the numbering system is really going to be the rules by which you use to determine who you block, okay? But a couple things we want to talk about, okay? Anytime we're running a wide zone, and a wide zone can be defined as anything that runs really wide. It could be really wide this way or really wide that way, okay? Either way, we're not going to be running inside or vertical, but rather outside, okay? We already know that when these backers here, okay, see our R back go wide, they're naturally going to go wide, okay? So what we got to keep in mind here is, even though we're going to be numbering this off, this would be our 0, that would be our 1, and that would be our 2, we see that this center is never going to get a clean shot on number 35 because number 35 is going to try to get outside to stop this outside zone. 35 is never going to hit up inside here if our R back decides to go wide zone. Wide zone is outside zone, stretch, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we need to keep in mind that anytime we have a wide zone play and our center's got a 0 look, similar to this, okay, what we want to do is we want to make a combo call between these two guys, okay, because we already know that 35 is going to get out of the play. And just to show you this, I want to kind of show you how it looks. As we watch the play unfold, look at 35. Okay, 35 is not going to be blocked by, which is number 0, is not going to be blocked by our center. Our center is not going to get a block on number 35. And we know this because if we play it, 35 is way outside. Okay? 35 is way outside. Okay? Now moving right along through this progression, we've got our 0, we've got our 1, right? So if this was an inside zone and we were going to run the ball vertically through the A gap, you know, then we would see 35 camping out trying to stuff that hole, right? But that's not the case. We have to be smart linemen and know that this is going wide zone and these backers are going to flow with the play. Hope that makes sense, everybody. So what we want to do is anytime we've got a wide zone and we've got our 0 at our second level backer, our Mike, I want to see a good zone call. So that means we're going to make a zone call. The center's saying, hey, this is wide zone. I'm not going to get to 0, so I'm going to help you out 1. So you're going to tell 1, I got your back. We can make any call in the world for it. And if you look at this, it's what happens anyways. If you look at this scheme, okay, the center gets over to help out on 63 or 67, whoever this is right here. And what we want to make sure of is that this is unacceptable. This gap in between. These two men need to go hip to hip, drive 67 out of the play with their eyes up on the backer. Okay? Now, the idea is they've got the correct movement, but we need to get a better fit on this guy. Okay? And also, if we look over here, we got 0, 1, can't get to 0. We make a zone call on 1. And if we look over at our 2, same thing. This guy is the number 3 player. He's 0, he's 1, he's 2, he's 3. But he's covered halfway there. Okay? So 2 is going to get a clean shot on this. So what we need to make sure is we need to make a zone call here. So they're going to zone double over to the 3-man. Okay? And it's a pretty simple, straightforward scheme. Okay? It's not very complicated. If we look at this in retrospect, we say, okay, the center has 0, the guard has 1, tackle has 2, tight end has 3. That's 0, that's 1, that's 2. Okay? Now, center on a wide zone is not going to get to the mic. So you're going to make a zone combo call. And your job is to just beat the crap out of that D tackle. Okay? Moving right along to the outside. 2 has a clean shot on his number. True. But 3, depending, I can't see what's going on out here. Let's assume for the sake of argument that there is no 3. Or 3's right there. If 3's right there, he just gets his number. And if 2's right there, he gets his number. But let's say that 3 is a strong safety or somebody over here, okay? They're going to zone combo up to their associated guy. So there's a little common sense in this, right? If we were to take this play back and we were to look at this like it was an inside zone, okay, he would be 0, that would be 1, that would be 2. This is a little different. Because we'd be running vertical, the center would get a fit on the mic. That would be a fit dry block on 1. That would be a fit here. And they would have the zone combo up to the SAM or the strong safety, whoever will be roaming in this area. So that's sort of what we do with the number system in a nutshell, okay? So you just got to keep in mind, the play's going wide, center. You're not making a call on that mic. You're not going to get there. Zone combo with your guard. Number 2, we got a zone combo here, okay? 4 eyes up, 3, make sure that when you zone combo, you can get to your 3. That's pretty much it. That's the Joe Pendry numbering system.